Hi class, this is Professor Davis and I'm going to be your instructor for Human Development for 32, Social Dimensions of Conflict in Adolescence and Adult Development. Well, you're probably wondering what this class is going to be about. And it's a very broad class because it's specifying two areas of development in the lifespan, specifically adolescent and adult development. Well, adult development can range from ages 18 or 21, depending on how you define adolescence, all the way until you pass away. So what I decided to do for this class is to focus on two specific areas. Of course, adolescent, which ranges from ages 12 all the way up to 21. Also, thinking about age 21, that can also be called emerging adulthood. I guess it depends on the definition that you use, but we'll definitely be discussing adolescence to emerging adulthood. We'll just say it that way. And then the other population that we're going to be looking at in the lifespan is older adults. Older adults I'm defining as 45 plus through older age, through the end of life. So it's a big range, but I'm trying to narrow it down just a little bit, which is why I chose the book Aging, because it discusses different areas that older adults specifically deal with. For example, Social Security, retirement, healthcare issues. Because this class is talking about outside influences, social, cultural, societal, the way our government runs things, it's so broad, but all of those factors affect our development. So that's what this class is about. For adolescents are definitely more, let's just say, ego driven, where everything affects them and that's what they can see. But there's so many outside influences that affect how adolescents see themselves and the world from that ego perspective. So we'll discuss things for adolescents. For example, social media is a big thing now for adolescents and children as well. Issues with family, conflict in family can affect an adolescent in a very profound way, positively or negatively. So it is a human development course, but we are going to focus on the influences, looking at, the microsystems within the family, the community, and systemically. In fact, our first article talks about politics, and it talks about how, America in general, and America specifically, is seeing more conflict on all different social issues than any other country in the world. We're talking about racism, we're talking about healthcare, we're talking about, the political divide. How does that affect development? And it does in a lot of ways. So that's what this class is all about. And I wanted to do a video on it just so you guys can have an idea of why do I have two very different books that we're going to be working out of? Well, because we're looking at two different developmental times in one's life and how these outside influences affect them. I will be also providing articles every week that go along with the text. As far as the assignments, we will have 4 quizzes. The quizzes will specifically be on the textbooks and not the articles that I provide or videos that I provide under course materials. It will just be from the book, the chapters that you're going to be reading. We are going to jump around a little bit in the aging book because not all of the chapters I will be using, but I will be using all of the chapters in the adolescent book. Okay, the other assignments that you're going to have is a weekly discussion. Please read the syllabus very thoroughly about what that weekly discussion is about, because you will be required to post 4 times over 2 days during the 7-day period. So you can post 2 times on Monday and 2 times on Friday. You can post 1 time on Thursday and 3 times on Sunday. As long as you're finished by Sunday of that week, then you will be fine. And you post those 4 across a minimum of 2 days. If you want to post every day, that's fine. You'll still get your 10 points as long as it's a substantive post. You can answer the questions that I pose in the discussion, or you can answer questions from that your classmates post. You can post your own questions. So there's many ways to get your participation points in this course. You will also have 2 assignments, a movie analysis, and I'll be providing further instructions on how to do that, as well as a PowerPoint on a topic pertaining to either adolescent or older adults, or you can combine the 2 and do both on a topic that interests you. So I know this is a little winded, but I just wanted to welcome you all to this class and give you an overview of what we'll be doing over the next 15 weeks, because we will do an assignment for final exam, which will be the last quiz. So we'll have 15 weeks together, even though we started a week late. Please introduce yourself in the discussion this week. Read the materials under Course Materials Week 1. All of the articles, and then answer the questions, post your own questions, reply, but remember to participate 4 times over 2 days, and your bio actually counts for one of those posts, so you get kind of a freebie, and then you have to post 3 more times based on the readings. If you have any questions, please post them and ask Dr. Davis under the discussion section. You can always email me or you can call. If I do not answer, I will respond within 24 hours. I do not hold office hours. Well, I do hold office hours, but you have to request a meeting with me. Another note is I do not live in California. I live in North Carolina. So I'm actually 3 hours ahead of you, and you are 3 hours behind me, so that our hours do not coincide. So when it's late for me, it's a little earlier for you. So be mindful of that when you're calling. Email is the best, but I do respond to calls and text. My information is located on the syllabus as well as in Blackboard. So I hope you guys are ready for a very intriguing semester as we delve into conflicts that affect adolescents and older adults. I hope you're having a great Sunday.